Welcome to ChampCar, Road Atlanta 2023. It's Saturday. We got 14 hours. It's 28 degrees. We got a brand new set of Yokohama AD09 tires. It's a new model. They felt really sticky yesterday. We're going to see how long they last. We got brand new Hawk brakes, ER1 compound for endurance, and we got brand new Wilwood brakes. Upgraded a lot on the Flyin Moose Volvo 740. We're not running a BMW Miata. We're doing it the hard way. We got 1 in a million, a Volvo 740. Why? Because I love Volvos, and I used to race for Volvo for 5 years with a factory contract. Sam Collier back here has prepped the car. He's brought the Flyin Moose to a whole new level. Dustin Rapp, the world's greatest crew guy, and his daughter Erica are helping us out. And we got Lara Vernon, our number 3 driver, but she's really number 1. Thanks for joining us for the race. We're going to get out there and do all we can in the EC class in the Flyin Moose at Road Atlanta 2023. Thank you, ChampCar. Let's go! Had a little bit of early race drama here. The not bad old alternator quit working. I'm going to have to upgrade with one from IPD out in Oregon, the Volvo specialist, because we had to put a new alternator in. Well, I didn't have a new alternator, but I had a good used one, and that's in the car. Sam's a good mechanic. We switched it out as quick as we could, put her back on pit lane, and fueled it up. And guess what? It was under purple 35. It was under the yellow flag almost the whole time. That's wonderful. Saves us a lot because the cars are going only 35 miles an hour. And so a lap is 5 or 6 minutes, not 1 or 2. So we lost some time. Not as bad as it could have been. We had a short stint, but we changed drivers and we get back out there. And I don't think we're going to need to do an extra pit stop from here on. So a little hiccup. It's not hurt us as bad as it would have, and we're still in good shape. Sam said the car is amazing. These new Yokohamas are so sticky. So little trouble, but we're back at it. I think everything's going to be all right.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
That's a brand new radiator, and the only reason we changed it was because the other one was in the car for 6 years. Somebody went off and threw rocks all over the track, and we were worried about our brand new windshield, but apparently it got our brand new radiator. And yeah, we should have a screen if we didn't get it done in time. All right, I'm in. All right, we're just out of the car. I got to drive. It's been a little rocky ride between the alternator and the radiator. And you know, that last radiator was in there. I think it was in there at least 5 years.
The one before.
Before.
This week. I was going to say the one that's in the car that was originally in the car today was in there for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Brand new.
Brand new.
And,
That's what we get for replacing it.
bad things happen, you gotta prepare. So I just got out and I'm happy, man. I had a great time. The Volvo has this dead front shock. The right front shock is not working. It kind of does this sort of drunken bounce coming off a big bump. We can't use as much curb as we normally do, Sam.
Yeah.
So stay off them.
It's hard for me. You know, I was born to be a rally driver. Yeah, should have been, yeah. Colin McRae kind of
You
stuff.
still can be. It was really great to get out in the car. We passed almost everybody, but there's a couple of cars that blow by us. So there's a wide variety of performance out there, and I'm super happy driving the car though. ChampCar has a very wide variety of ability. Anybody, including you, could come down here, buy a license, and go race. They have a little short school on the night before the race for the beginners, and you can see them out there.
Yeah.
You can feel it. You feel the energy coming off the car.
Yeah.
They're like,
Nervous.
ah, and then here we come. Whoa, no! Well, the Volvo doesn't quite make that kind of noise.
No, it's more of a.
So, long way to go. We're still racing. Lara's in the car, and we're going to keep running.
Might as well.
Might as well. The whole package is working great except the right front shock, and we can live with that. So stay tuned. We're not quite halfway through this race, unbelievably. My teammate Lara Vernon just got out of the car. What was it like out there on the Flyin Moose?
The car feels really good. It's gripping well. It feels like it always does, right? Great handling, but more power now. And I think that really made a big difference with just getting out of the way of people who are slower in the turns.
It does pass.
Great.
Passes a lot of the cars on the straights, doesn't it?
Well, except for maybe if I hit 5 or 10 that blow by us.
Yeah, there's a few with way more power.
I mean, if you line them up in the quarter mile, they would be 10 car lengths ahead by the time that ended. But, you know, that's part of it. We're exception class, which, you know, we have to live with. But we definitely are up there. If we weren't suffering from issues today, I have a feeling that we'd be sitting in the top 10 somewhere, because the car running first most of the day had very comparable lap times to ours.
Speaking of issues, remember that new windshield we put in? What happened?
The one I bought last night.
You bought it?
I did.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
We need another one now.
Yeah. 2 cars that got off track in the 2 gravel pits, 6 and 10A, both rejoined the track right ahead of me, nobody between us. One time there was a purple 35, so that one car had a chance on the back straight to just litter all of the rocks down on the racing line, by the way, which was great. You don't want to leave too much space between that car and yours. You'll get passed up by a bunch of cars, number 1. But number 2, the longer you wait to, you know, let that rock start slowing down, the more it's going to have a force on your car when it does, like your radiator, your headlights, your windshield. So I try to keep
It's
that
like
gap.
a machine gun. The windshield is sort of peppered, like somebody like they had a tail gunner in a
It
bomber
sounds like
in
that.
World War II. And just shot the car. And now we're hoping that we didn't get a radiator too. But so far, we're not hearing anything.
Yeah, that happened about 45 minutes to an hour ago. I think we're okay.
Oh, good, good.
But
So we got a brand new radiator. That got a hole in it from a rock. We got a brand new windshield from Lara. That's all broken to pieces. We're going to have to replace it from the rocks. So the rocks are causing us a lot of trouble here at Road Atlanta today.
More moments later.
Well, here we are in the paddock, and it's only 10 to 5. The race ends at 10. We didn't make it. Cars started using water. We don't know why, but it probably has something to do with the rocks. We really got sprayed with rocks here at Road Atlanta from the safety gravel traps. Cars go in, they get slowed down, they come out, and they're throwing rocks all over the track and all over us. Otherwise, the car ran great. I mean, the Flyin Moose has never been so fast. It has never handled so well. It's never stopped so well. Fair to say, don't you think?
Definitely.
So another great adventure, yes. And we had a bunch of new products we were running on the car this race. For instance, the Yokohama AD09s. It's a new model for Yokohama, and I thought the grip was incredible.
Yeah, definitely confidence-inspiring tire for sure.
I'm dropping hints to my friends at Bilstein Shocks. We really want to get a set on this car.
Yeah.
Sam runs them on his Volvo Battle Wagon race car. And yeah, we had a dead right front shock. Still one of the fastest cars on track. Still one of the best handling cars out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see much that would stick with us in a corner. I mean, I'm really impressed with the AD09. They're brand new. Nobody's run them, nobody's tested them except us.
Yeah.
And they're amazing.
Definitely.
And we also have new Wilwood front brakes. We got a real Wilwood 4-piston caliper and a bigger rotor. It's off a Volvo S60R. And I call this a very successful test too. Not test.
Yeah.
First run. One of the things we did was we put in Hawk racing pads with our new ER1 compound. We got bigger rotors, bigger piston in the front.
Yeah.
So we got a lot more front brake.
Yep.
And I was worried we wouldn't have enough rear brake because we'd already been having to run a very aggressive DTC 70 Hawk pad on the rear, and the ER1 is endurance pad. Well, we put that in, and the bias was at least as good.
I think it was fantastic.
Maybe
the
it
cars
was
never
even
stopped
more.
so well.
And so it's kind of a Wilwood, Hawk ER1, Yokohama AD09 race. All that went great, but the rocks shot us down, almost literally. So it's just one of those days, every time you go racing, it's like rolling the dice. You don't know what numbers are going to come up. You prepare the best you can, and thanks to Sam for all the hard work on the car. And Laura, thank you for the windshield. You never know what's going to happen when you come out to the races, but we love driving. Man, I had a great time in this car.
Definitely.
Like I say, it has never handled better or stopped better.
Yeah.
And that's a fact. And thank you for watching the video. Hang around for the next one. We're going to get the Flyin Moose Volvo back on track again with Sam and Laura and me. So be there.